So I would like to introduce you to M1A1 Chinese character. You'll forgive my brain being a little bit tired right now because I'm extremely tired right now. Bear in mind, this is a level 34 account, 514 battles. No sim, basically no real estate. Arcade is basically like the first matches they have to play just to learn the game. Bear in mind, 514 battles. 1, 2, 3, 4, event vehicle, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 11. So this is an account that has like all these event vehicles too. So it's got 2 event vehicles and 10 premiums on a 500 battle account, and it's blatantly cheating. It's also in a gamer squadron based on join date. When I looked at these, all of these 15 players, 3 of them are airbotting accounts for, Chinese stuff. Yeah, so this is probably the most expensive brand new account I've seen in a while. And this kind of feels like one of those accounts that's like one of those laundering accounts I've seen a bit on Reddit and stuff like that, where it's accounts that are basically blatantly asking to be banned with thousands of dollars worth of event vehicles and premiums on them just because it's a brand new account. And this is a new enough account based on its history that it's avoided the recent ban wave, which could show you something that this person has been playing since the recent ban wave, which was like a week ago, and has bought all of those vehicles since then, or had the account before and had just been collecting them since. In any regard, it's a waste of freaking money, and I don't know how you would ideally spend that much money on accounts like this and just say, hey, I'm gonna be blatantly cheating with an account like this, and say, like that, scouting a guy through a hillside right there. I think my favorite part about this whole scenario is this BVM pushes, because all BVM players are very overconfident and always pushing their abilities, and he smokes up and goes behind that barricade right there, and our friend here decides to shoot the barricade multiple times. Shooting like center mass where this guy is, shoots the center of that barricade again, and proceeds to shoot it multiple times because he literally has no idea how this works. Now he's seeing the ping there because he's shooting like the grate on the BVM, but he shoots three times at that guy without literally being able to see him, and then snaps to this Type 90, which he has no visibility on as well. So I'm going to keep my audio short on this because I'm extremely tired while recording this. I mentioned in my last video that I have a very busy schedule coming up for the holiday. I really don't have much in terms of talking points right now because of the fact that I have so much going on. I have a work trip in like 2 weeks. I have I guess it's so funny. Like I said, I'm just very busy right now. I don't have a lot of time to talk about certain things. I'm very aware of the current things going on with the game. I'm very aware that Russia is getting another ZSU 23 for some freaking reason. Meanwhile, America has this giant gap in AA vehicles between 4.7 and what, 7.7 now, and it's insane that Gaijin just keeps giving ZSUs to Russia for some reason. Like, they don't need any more ZSUs, and I think it's incredibly ironic that we keep giving them to them because Gaijin has, so much creativity when it comes to copy-paste vehicles. We've seen that in the past, and we've seen that in the future. I think this event, or this upcoming patch, is going to be another sort of just copy-paste waste of space as usual. And I really don't know. Well, I can't say I don't know. Gaijin has gotten increasingly lazy with how they do things. We've seen the battle passes get worse and worse. We've seen the stuff just get progressively worse and worse when it comes to quality of the game. And I find it funny that people still defend Gaijin when it comes to stuff like this when they have a full team of people that can help work for them, and yet it just doesn't seem like Gaijin is doing a lot when it comes to modeling. We've seen recently that they are using AI in their artwork. That means they're not doing any full artwork anymore, and I find it incredibly sad that Gaijin continues not to do that. I'm not going to go into first-person view because, as before, stabilizers don't work with either these vehicles or any other vehicles, and I don't understand his logic for how he's flying here. In any regard, the laziness has gone full tilt. A bunch of people on Xbox recently had their accounts go negative, and if, by the way, hey, you don't have access to your original Xbox account anymore, well, guess what? You're screwed. Because there was 2 people I saw on Reddit who basically fully converted over to PC, even though they're technically still a Xbox account. Well, they don't have their Xbox anymore, and, well, they don't have access to it anymore, and their account is just screwed. And I think that's incredibly scummy of Gaijin when they allow a service like the ability to go from console to PC, and you don't have access to that console anymore, and they're making you log in again, even though that's entirely their problem to deal with because it's a system that Gaijin controls on their own system, and that they still won't do anything about it. And I find that incredibly scummy, especially for someone who may have spent a ton of money on this game. So, for all the people that are Xbox, they may have to, like, ask a friend to log into their account for them because they have no access to their account anymore. And, I don't know. He's gone. That's good. So, in that regard, it's... Yeah, see, like the guy in chat. Nice shot through grenade, F, you know, whatever language. Impressive for the ESP user. Yeah, of course, he's Chinese. So... Yeah, so there is chat of people talking this. I don't always show chat because a lot of guys don't chat about cheaters. I know a lot of people in this game tend to be chat banned, especially at high tier. So you don't tend to get a lot of chatting people in the comments. So yes, so in any regard, it's become very apparent that Gaijin has gotten extremely lazy with all of their work ethic. And the only thing it seems they're doing right now is putting a lot of their effort into manually banning cheaters, which is incredibly sad when you think about it, because it means the anti-cheat literally does nothing. So I'm going to end this here. As always, if you have a player in question, please leave player ID and the last digits after the replay of the URL in the session ID that I asked for, and a description of what you saw in said replay. And as always, I hope you have a good rest of your morning, day, evening, or night, and have a good one.